What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dog here, and today I'm going to be going over kit ideas slash concepts I had in the Blitz survival games. I went over these concepts in a stream once, but it was only being viewed by 30 people, and I really want as many people as possible to see these concepts and really relate to them, give me their feedback on them, tell me which ones are good for the game, which ones won't be. So after you've heard about a kit and you really want to be a keyboard warrior in the comment section about it, you go ahead. You go right on ahead. I would love that. So just to summarize why I made this, here's the first 3 sentences here. I've had several ideas for new kits that will introduce super fresh and unique concepts into Blitz that haven't been covered yet, but I've never wanted to just throw them onto a thread that people will shitpost on for 5 minutes and ditch after that. So I've never really wanted to make a full thread about these, but more so a video. So I will be making a thread, but it's going to be in the format of a video. So keep in mind, these kits aren't fully panned out. They're not going from level 1 to 10. Only if one of these kit concepts gain traction would I make levels 1 to 10 on my own and see if it's balanced out, or contact Mason, HPC Mason, to help me with that. So let's get going. By the way, sorry if this video is sloppy in the way I describe things. I'm just talking. This is more of a casual video. This isn't a video where I have to talk about something like Old Reaper. Oh, for some reason I backspaced Reaper there. Okay. So first kit idea is Famine. The icon would be a dead bush. Kit description would be Hunger Splash debuff kit with light armor and saturation potions, basically Old Reaper. So for those of you that don't know, Reaper used to get these hunger debuffs that would take away 2.5 hunger bars from your opponent. So add that up times 3, which is how many the kit got. If you hit all 3, you would take them down to 2.5 hunger bars. This means that your opponent would not be able to sprint and they would have to stop to eat. That was the gimmick of the kit. You had to hit all 3 on one person. This was actually very bad because, you could use them singularly to stop the person from regenning, but it wasn't really like that, I guess. But this was very bad because the opponent could just eat and kind of fix it, reset what you did, because the saturation blitz is just so fucked. You could run for 2 hours and only lose half a hunger bar. But anyway, so Famine, I feel, should have 2 kinds of hunger debuffs, where one applies a timer. So it would be hunger 2 or 3 for a minute. And then the second kind of debuff that it gets in another slot would be the instant hunger debuffs that take away certain bars. I feel this would make the kit a lot more flexible. And also what I want to do is take away the saturation pots from Reaper that it has right now and make Reaper more of entirely a debuff kit, and then give the saturation potions to Famine. So there's Famine for you. I'm going to be putting timestamps in the description below that will let you, or probably the comment section, maybe the description, both, why not? That'll timestamp when I talk about each kit. So let's go down to Barbarian. Barbarian. All right, so with this kit, the icon would be a golden axe, and the kit description will be Splash Strength plus Slowness kit. Strength has a low value, and the timer is very low. Golden axe gets Sharpness 3. So the reason I want to make this kit is because I feel Warlock being a buff debuff kit is really cool, right? Buff debuffs introduce a whole meta to this game that we've never seen before. So Splash Strength plus Slowness would cover another side of that, and it would be Splash Strength, not Drinkable Strength. So this would be an entirely different form of strength that we've never seen in the game, and it would also involve a trade-off that we've never seen before either. So Slowness on Strength, it would be buff debuff, right? Second buff debuff kit of its kind. It's very, very cool. So basically what this kit would be used for is doing maximum damage in a very low amount of time. Your golden axe would not get unbreaking, so it would break very, very fast, and your strength slowness pots would get a very low timer. And the strength would have a low value too because it's splash. It would probably have lower value than Warlock has even, after my buff, of course. But the slowness, I feel, should be longer than the strength, because if you're going to use these potions and you're going to give yourself strength with a very strong weapon, you need to have a trade-off. You can't just have splash strength and not be able to, pay the price for that. So yeah, Barbarian, that is Barbarian. Juggernaut. So, Juggernaut. Oh, I have Milkman on here, by the way, just as an OCD thing, because I just wanted to list every possible kit that hasn't been introduced yet, but I'll talk about Milkman anyway. Juggernaut. Icon. Diamond chestplate / diamond leggings, whichever. Res 2 splash potions with weakness 1 to 2 gets a diamond chestplate / leggings. So basically, this would be a very tanky kit. I actually feel it should get weakness 3 on the pots. This is another trade-off type kit, buff debuff. So res 2 plus a diamond mid piece and weakness 3, honestly, I feel would be really good. This would make this kit a tank, hence Juggernaut. So Juggernaut would center around being super hyper tanky, like the tankiest kit we've seen in Blitz, but your damage would be very, very low. I feel like this weapon, or this kit shouldn't get a weapon or anything like that. It should just be like an entirely like potion-centered kit, or potion-centric kit. It should be similar to Scout, I guess. Like, it just should not get a weapon. Even at Prestige 2, this kit really shouldn't get a weapon. But anyway, that's that concept. I actually really like this one. Juggernaut's one of my personal favorites because Res 2 hasn't been seen in Blitz in like 3.5 years now, and I feel like it would be really cool to see it again. All right, Milkman. Icon, milk bucket, obviously. Kit description, kit centered around drinkable, splashable, if it's possible, milk that can cancel out debuffs. I think Mason plans on making these splashable, like with a plugin, but I think this kit would be insane for the game. This would basically change the potion meta as we know it, and it would basically, it would make people play safe for once in their life. Because like right now the meta is, okay, I just got speed, let's go run around and cause some more havoc and just chain speed onto people. That's really what the meta is, and it's kind of like it's boring. It's getting boring. So Milkman would introduce an entirely new side to the meta depending on how many milk splash debuffs, or debuffs, I guess, it got. Buffs even, dude. You could use them on yourself. Like if you get poisoned, use one. If you get withered, use one. If you get nocturned, use one. This is insane. It's just absolutely insane. This concept was made by Eeriness, by the way. I just wanted to credit him so that you guys don't think that I made this. That's why I kind of highlighted it green, because this is not my idea, and it's actually getting into the game. So, Trickster. Icon. Pufferfish / orange dye / pink dye to simulate a jester's hat. I don't know. Just kind of, yeah. Kit description. Nausea 2 to 3 plus poison 1 debuff kit. So, I feel like the nausea potion that Troll gets is actually a really cool idea. So I decided to make a dual debuff kit with nausea and poison, two very annoying debuffs that I feel like would work very well together. Hence Trickster, right? Like it's poisoning you and like buffering your sprint and your jump, and it's also like nauseating you. So it's basically disorienting you in two ways, right? So you're poisoned, you're losing health, you're kind of panicking, and your screen's waving and shit. I feel like this would be a really cool kit. It might be on the weaker side because of Poison 1, because the nausea has the higher level and the poison has the lower level. But what I wanted to do is make these debuffs way longer than Toxicologist's poison potions and even Troll's current nausea potion. And I wanted to make this a truly formidable kit. Like I wanted this kit to give you poison and nausea for a good bit. But I also wanted the armor to be very light. Yeah, so that's Trickster for you. All right, Enderman. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Let me actually just scroll up. Okay, so Enderman. Icon, Ender Pearl / Ender Eye. Kit description, Ender Pearls that give a double or triple debuff upon landing them. So, Ender Pearls and Blitz have been hotly debated for about 2 years now. I think ever since I made the Enderman kit video. I think that was like a 1.5 years ago. But yeah, so the video gained a good bit of traction for the size of my channel at the time. And it sparked up a lot of like debates and talks. And I know currently the Enderman kit is a meme amongst hackers right now. They're like, haha, look at me, I funny teleport. Haha, Enderman kit, lol. Look at me teleport with my cheats. Did you know there's a secret Enderman kit in the shop? Haha. No, but basically this kit would be a kit that gives you Ender Pearls that you can throw that would give you honestly a triple debuff. I feel like it should give you like slowness, instant damage, and weakness upon landing them. Like, you need to only use these Ender Pearls for getting a kill. You can't just casually use these to get to stupid places or anything like that. Like, there needs to be a big debuff that you get on these Ender Pearls so that you don't just use them willy-nilly, right? Like, that's the goal of this kit. Make it so that the player doesn't want to just throw these out and use them. What I wanted to do also with this kit is make it a mobility and mob kit, so I wanted to add a few Enderman mobs and Endermite mobs, kind of give it like a lot of flexibility. But I wanted to make the Enderman and Endermite have like custom low health because, as you all know in survival, Endermen are actually kind of tanky compared to every other like overworld mob that you see. So like spiders, creepers, zombies, skeletons, and shit like that. So just wanted to make Enderman like weaker as a mob, but I don't think it should just be a kit that gets Ender Pearls. Anyway, pretty cool kit concept, and I personally support this one. Like, I want this to be in the game. Enderman and Juggernaut, two personal favorites of mine. Also Milkman, obviously. All right. Swordsmith. Icon. Diamond sword / iron sword / anvil. Kit description: a kit that gives a wooden, stone, gold, and iron sword that are completely RNG from the durability all the way to enchantments, with balances and limits to enchant slash plus durability, of course. So this kit would be an RNG sword kit. It would be kind of like Donkey with the RNG mob, but it would be RNG weaponry. So the kit description pretty much speaks for itself. It would get a wooden, stone, gold, and iron sword, all having like certain ranges of RNG capabilities. Wooden sword would probably have like a higher chance of higher durability on the RNG, and iron sword would be lower because, obviously we need to scale the enchantments here. Like iron sword can't have sharpness 3, fire aspect 1, knockback 1 with 100 durability, obviously. Like that can't be a thing. I feel like if this kit is done right, like if this kit is executed properly, this could be an insane kit for Blitz, and it could be absolutely just so much fun. I feel like this kit should be another kit with very, very light amount of armor, similar to Meat Master even, or like Creeper Tamer. Well, not Creeper Tamer, but Creeper Tamer at lower levels where it just gets the iron chestplate. I feel like it should be like that. But anyway, so moving on. I know that's a very interesting kit concept, but that's really all there is to it. Like the description is very good, and it describes pretty much all you'd need to know about the kit. There's not much else I can say. Okay, so Witch Icon Cauldron, kit description: a potion kit that covers several types of potions, but the effects and timers of these potions are very short or low level. This kit would give the user about 6 to 8 different kinds of potions to use. So this would be what we call a hotbar spam kit, like Troll or Hype Train, where this kit would give you a bunch of different kinds of potions. This would be another kit without a weapon, I feel, or maybe like give it a cauldron with sharpness 4 or some shit, I don't know. But basically, it would be a very light armor kit, like all the other kits I've mentioned before, because I feel like we don't have enough like glass cannon kits in Blitz, or just straight up like light armor kits. Like we have Scout and Slime, but we don't have like kits that are super, super light armor, but also are like very hard and strategic to use. I feel like Scout and Hunter are the only two that I can name off the top of my head that we have. Like even Archer is kind of tanky once you get later into the game. But basically, this kit would give you a bunch of potions, like ones that we've already seen before, so like Shadow Knight's potions, or like Blindness Pots, Instant Damage Pots, Poison Pots. Shit, this could even be an RNG potion kit again, like because we've never really dove fully into RNG before in Blitz. We've just seen it in Donkey Tamer. There are so many concepts we have yet to explore. So this would be so when I mean the effects and timers of these potions are very short and low level, so the timers would be like 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 seconds, so way shorter than any other kit. So like if it got Blindness Pots, the Blindness Pots would be 3 to 4 seconds versus Shadow Knight's 7 seconds at 10. And it would be very low level if it was like poison, so poison 1 potions only, and like slowness 1 potions and things like that. But it would give you a plethora of them, like to spam throughout the game. So it would give you 6 to 8 different kinds of potions, and some potions there would be like 2 of them, 1, maybe even 3. So you'd get about like maybe 20 to 25 potions to use throughout the game, but they'd just be very hard to use correctly, and you would have to land them directly for them to really matter. This would be a very high ceiling, a kit with a very high skill ceiling, and it would be very, very interesting to see how people play with this. All right, so Bunny. So this would be like my first gag kit on the list, I feel. Obviously, people have had a jump boost potion in mind, or kit in mind, for like years now. They've even been talking about adding it to Astronaut. But I feel like that's not the way to go. I feel like you should just make a different kit, because there are other things in Minecraft that could easily represent this, like a bunny. So, Icon, Rabbit's Foot. Kit description: jump boost potion kit with feather falling, bunny mobs, and cooked rabbit. I think this kit would make for a funny gag kit. I mean, like, I'm just reading out the whole thing here, but pretty much, yeah. I think it'd make for a funny gag kit, because, like, not every kit that we add in an update has to be serious. I mean, like, I used to hate that Hype Train was in the game, and I used to hate that they added, like, meme kits like Troll over the years. I mean, there are only, like, 2, I guess, like, Trolly Troll kits that don't really, like, do anything. Or they didn't do anything. Obviously, people have gotten better now, but I feel like this kit would be good. I feel like it would be really good for the game. Not every kit has to be a super serious and competitive kit. Plus, jump boost potions are fun to use and mess around with, and it would be a pretty strategic kit if you really think about it. Plus, it would add another feather falling kit into the game, and with jump boost, I feel like that would be a really interesting combo. And then bunny mobs. I want the bunny mobs to be like the hostile bunnies that sometimes happen in survival. I don't know if that's been removed from Minecraft, or if Hypixel could add such a thing, but that would be really cool if it was a mob kit with damaging like hostile mobs plus a potion kit. That'd be really cool. All right, so Silverfish. Obviously, like this is the one that everybody probably expected going into this, like Enderman and Silverfish. Like these two mobs have not been created a kit for yet. Like the kit has not been created for these mobs yet. It's crazy to me. It's insane to me that Silverfish has not even been begun to be thought about at all. So the icon would be a Silverfish spawn egg, obviously. Either that or like maybe a mossy cobblestone block, like the ones they appear in survival or whatever. And the mob kit would be centered around Silverfish. Shit, dude, a mob cage could even be like a dungeon mob cage could even be the icon for this kit. So basically, this kit would get the an unprecedented amount of mobs that we've never ever seen before. Which unprecedented is a synonym of like what I just said. But anyway, so basically, this kit would get like 20 Silverfish mobs or something, like just a shit ton. It would just get a shit ton of mobs, and it would also be a pretty light armored kit in my opinion. Maybe it might get iron leggings, like iron boots or something. Maybe like iron leggings, iron helmet, like a combination we've never seen before. And I feel like this would be really really cool for the game because we've never really seen something like this. That's what I would want it to be anyway. I would want like them to have very microscopic health, but also and because I guess you might bring up the point like. But snowmen have microscopic health, and there's only 4 of them in snowman. Are you saying we should give snowman 30 snowmen? No, I'm saying silverfish are very small, and they're pretty hard to hit. So the gimmick of this kit would be there's a shit ton of them, and you're trying to kill them before the person rushes you. Plus, silverfish are pretty slow, so like unless we gave them like speed 2 or something, they would be pretty hard to use properly. So I feel like giving the player a lot of them would be pretty good. I feel like this would be a pretty fun kit to use though, because silverfish are hard to see, and I feel like you can pull off a lot of cool pranks with this kit. I don't know. I feel like that would be definitely a vibe in the Blitz survival games. All right, so Marksman icon would be Steve/string, or Steve head/string. Yeah, the icon is literally Steve, the JPG of fucking Steve, of course, duh. Kit description: bow with 30 to 50 durability with Infinity 1 and Power 1. So, fun little factoid for you. HPC Mason, actually wanted Ranger to have Infinity and Power. That was what he wanted to do with Ranger, but we figured, like, you can't really take away from what Ranger is now, so I figured let's just make it a totally different kit. So with this kit, you would get 30 to 50 durability, an arrow, and Infinity 1 with Power 1. So the gimmick of this kit would be you only get 30 to 50 shots. I say 30 to 50 because I haven't really decided yet, like, how many shots should we give this kit because it has Power 1. Like, Hunter only gets 20 arrows. Ranger gets, like, 30, like, 2, I think. So how many should we give a bow with Infinity, right? So even if you collect a bunch of arrows, it's not going to matter because this bow has Infinity, and you're just going to use up the durability over time. You're just going to get 1 arrow with this kit. I feel like this would be a pretty cool kit. You could even throw in, like, maybe some sort of potion with this kit. I feel like that would be pretty cool, too. Maybe, like, a very short resistance pot timer, or maybe instant damage potions. I wish Hypixel would update into, like, 1.9 or 1.10, because I could have a lot more concepts on here, because 1.9 and 1.10 introduce, like, so many more potion types, and just kind of combat types. Like, there could be a shield kit, or an elytra kit, just things like that. But anyway, that's food for talk for later, or however, food for talk. I said food for talk. I meant food for thought. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Okay, let's get a move on there. We're almost at the 20-minute mark. All right, Sentinel icon, prismarine shard, kit description, mob kit centered around guardian mobs. So I went through the icons that this kit could be in a creative world, and prismarine shard looks so clean in the menu. You have no idea. It would look so clean. But anyway, what I've always hated about a guardian mob kit is, like, every time I bring it up, people are like, but we already have Guardian and Blitz. How can you have Mob and not have kit named after Mob? Because, like, you know, Arachnologist has never existed before because that's not named Spider Tamer or anything. But, you know, Sentinel is a synonym to Guardian, and I feel like it's a really badass name. This would be a mob kit centered around Guardian, and I feel like this should be like a tanky mob kit, like similar to Creeper. Or Blaze even, because, like, Blaze has the iron chestplate. It would be really, really cool to see this come into the game, and this would be like one of the very few tanky kits that we put on this, that I put on this list. Guardian Mob Kit is one of the few kits that have been talked about for several years now. Like, I've heard it talked about in several calls. People are like, why is there no Guardian Mob Kit? Why is there no Enderman Kit? You know, blah, 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 you know, all this stuff. So Sentinel is definitely one of the higher up picks for me because I feel like it not being in the game is very odd. The Guardian mobs could be even custom coded, so like they don't flop around like they do when they're on land. They could just like move forward or something, kind of like I guess at the speed of wolves, just drag themselves across the ground. And if you put them in water, they could go like way faster and do way more damage or something. I feel like plugins could really help this kit be unique. All right, so here we've got Owl and Sloth. Now the reason I have these two showing together is because they both cover the same concept that we've seen before. So if you're a new Blitz player, shit, dude, if you're like a 2016 or post 2016 Blitz player and you've never really looked into the history of the game, you may not know that Scout and Hunter used to get speed 3. And Sloth, not Sloth, sorry, Slime and Scout used to get slowness 3. So these kits were pretty busted. I think Scout only got speed 3 at a certain level, though. But yeah, slowness 3 and speed 3 potions have existed in Blitz. But I feel like if you do it right, you can make it really good. Because the reason it was broken back then was because Scout had like these 20-second speed potions with speed 3 and like these 10-second slowness 3 potions. And like Slime had these 12-second slowness 3 potions or something crazy. All you have to do is do the right kind of balancing. So Owl could be very low timer with a night vision effect with speed 3. It could be drinkable or splash, it doesn't matter. And Sloth could be slowness 3 potions with a very low timer. Shit, dude. Those slowness 3 pots could even have like a buff on them so that if you throw them on an opponent, you give them a buff. Or you can give yourself a buff, but you give yourself very, very high levels of slowness. I feel like it would be really cool. Actually, yeah, let me... Slowness 3 splash potions with maybe like res, or maybe would res be good, or regen, maybe with regen with a very low timer. Yeah, or slow 3 potions with regen 1 with a very low timer. So, or maybe regen 3 even. Like I feel like you could do things in Blitz. I'll keep it at regen 2 for now. You could do some nuts things in Blitz. And I feel like, I guess that's what I'm trying to introduce in this kind of video. Like, you can do some crazy-ass things in Blitz and have some insane ideas. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet. Like, here we are making Knight, Viking, Speleologist. Like, it's pretty much just all these melee kits with the same concept. And we haven't really dug deep yet in Blitz. Like, we haven't covered every mob. We haven't covered everything. Like, dude, shit, I didn't even include sheep on this list, like a sheep kit or something. We just haven't covered everything, and I feel like it would be very, very cool to have these kits in the game. Shit, we haven't even seen things like Regen 3 in the game yet. And I know Regen 3 is like, it sounds broken, but if you do the right kind of balancing and you make trade-offs for kits, like, for example, Slowness 3 and Regen 2, or like, you know, what is it, Res 2 and Weakness, you can make this a balanced and good game. That's the point of like balancing. You're supposed to go and make trade-offs and make kits worth using, but also have their own drawbacks. Like all of these kits, I feel, would be very, very good. The only kit on this list I could see being like not that great is Bunny and Silverfish and maybe Marksman, depending on how you go about it. But like overall, you can have unique kits in this game. I mean, I know that it seems like we've covered all concepts because staff are doing things like, oh, Baker has Regen 1 and Res 1, but then we add Warrior and it has Regen 1 and Speed 1, and then like Donkey Tamer is the same as Horse Tamer. It seems like we've ran out of ideas because of last update and how every kit from last update mirrored a kit from a similar update minus Phoenix. Like Phoenix was the only unique kit that we got in the last update that wasn't like similar to another kit or a combination of 2 other kits. But we can make unique kits. It's possible. Like, dude, we haven't even scratched the surface of like the potion meta in Blitz. Now, I tried not to add too many potion kits because like I do realize that there are too many potions in Blitz, but honestly, I feel like making potions or having potions in Blitz is very exciting. It's very cool, but like it seems like we've exhausted all of the all melee ideas except for kits like I guess Swordsmith. But anyway, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys can, if you've watched it to this point, leave a comment and tell me which 4 kits you would pick, or I guess which 3 kits that I mentioned today that you would pick aside from Milkman, or that you would want added alongside Milkman, because Milkman's already going to be added if this update comes out. Just let me know which kits that you would want added. Personally, I would pick Juggernaut, Enderman, let's see, Silverfish and Sentinel, because honestly I feel like those kits are very cool, and we kind of haven't had a real like mob kit in a long time. But I may throw Swordsmith in there because it's an all melee kit, and I feel like that would shake it up a good bit. I would even consider adding Sloth over Owl because I feel like Sloth is a cooler concept. But anyway, I'm going to do some more work on this. If you guys have some kit ideas, send them to me. I'll just put them on this document and introduce them to Mason for later, because I don't think he's ever fully looked at this document at all. I feel like he's never fully looked at some of the sections of it, especially this one, because I added this one after he was done looking at it. But anyway, I'm rambling on. Trust me, I'm not trying to make this video longer, okay? I'm not going to put a shit ton of ads. Relax. Okay. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry about the upload mishap today. I'm not going to upload a video about Blitz Hub, I guess. Anyway, see you around.